When I was growing up as a kid, if you saw a toy that was made in China, it probably sucked. They were really regulated to like the dollar stores and whatnot. And I remember going to the dollar store and I'd get a couple Chinese toys, and they'd always be like knockoff wrestling figures or action figures and whatnot. Maybe even some really low-end electronics, and they always sucked. But they were cheap, so I didn't really care. But as time went on, China has become a real superpower in terms of both toys and technology. No longer are these toys and tech like crappy knockoffs, but they actually got some pretty legit stuff. All of the repros that you buy for NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, N64 even now, come from China, and they're making them at an alarming rate. And that's a story for a whole nother video as far as reproductions. But one area that China hasn't really found a way to excel in is actual video game hardware. It's still pretty lacking. You know, there's some tablet-based devices that are pretty decent in terms of emulation, but other than that, there's not a whole lot. But there is one product that has had my interest for a while. I am a fan of the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy was actually my first handheld system, and it's still a great system to this day, and the Game Boy Color probably has the most underappreciated library ever. And there's a product that I've seen people talk about called the GB Boy Color, or the GB Boy Color as it is spelled, because I am an arrogant American and I say words the way I see them spelled. And there's a U in this, Color. Anyways, so I decided to buy one of these. Now, one of the things about buying something from China is you never know when it's gonna arrive. I actually forgot I bought this. When I saw a package from China at my house, I thought it was this multi-cart that I asked my mom to buy me for Christmas that she got from China, and that still hasn't arrived actually, but this showed up. So I decided we're gonna take a look at this, unbox it, and we're gonna see if the GB Boy Color is worth picking up. All right, so here we have the GB Boy Color, or Color if you want to be funny like I was, because that was a great joke. Here's the packaging. Now, I have opened this. I did want to put batteries in it and make sure the thing worked, and it did. So I decided to go ahead and do this video. Now you can see there's a sticker that says 66 in 1. So there are pre-built games onto this, which we will check out. And here's the packaging. Now it did get a bit damaged in shipping, but if you want to check out the side here, you can see some different colors that it comes in. And some more colors. I went with the crystal blue because, I don't know, I just wanted to be different. And that's the one I got. So when we flip over to the back, you see some Chinese writing and some words. 56 colors is mixed to 32,000. The new style, construction, and economy power technology. Support multiple person games. More colors for choice. New front light screen. Much more better. So that is some awesome English right there. Definitely kind of funny. So yeah, let's open this up. So here's the system, and of course, the instructions. So like I said, I did open this up. I took it out of the plastic and whatnot. It comes in a little plastic sleeve, and there's a screen protector as well. It takes 2 AA batteries. Yeah, obviously it didn't come with Castlevania. And yeah, so this is the system. Feels good, got a good weight to it. Feels pretty much like a Game Boy Color, to be honest with you. Here's the packaging, and here is some stuff. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and translate this for me so you can give me all the details. Make sure you fill this out as well so I can get some reward points or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell any of that says. But all that matters is we have our system here. So yeah, like I said, I like it. I like the translucent. It has Kong Feng engraved in it because, you know, Kong Feng is the guy. He's the man. So yeah, here's your volume switch, your 2-player cable, and your power cable. So let's take a look at this system. I've got a couple different games here. We're going to check out Castlevania and a handful of other games very briefly, just to see what the system's all about. So we've got Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, Killer Instinct, Donkey Kong 93, and Mega Man 3, and of course, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, which is already in there. So let's check out the system in action. All right, so first and foremost, I have taken the cartridge out of the system because I wanted to show you guys what happens when you power it on. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Hopefully you can see the screen decently enough. There we go. All right, so like I said, it has built-in games to it. Games like Aladdin, DuckTales, Contra, Game Boy games. So that's kind of cool. They do repeat after a while, and there is a lot of weird stuff, such as Hong Kong, Koro Dice, and Othello. But I want to look at Contra. So here is Contra on the GB Boy Color. As you can see, it's decent, man. It is definitely Contra, and it is definitely playing pretty decently. Dun, 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 dun. I'm an idiot. Why was I tapping the button? Die, die, no! What a jump. So yeah, the pack-in games do work. I've tried a bunch of different ones, and none of them gave me any problems or anything. So let's put in an actual cart now. Alright, so first off, we are going to check Mega Man 3 out. As you can see, it does superimpose colors into the game, like it would a Game Boy Color. Good old Spark Man. It actually looks really good with the default color scheme here. I like the blue in the background. Hopefully it's coming through good for you guys. It's definitely hard to capture footage off this thing, because there's no traditional method. You can probably see my reflection and my big head. I actually just picked up a really cool Mega Man repro that I'm going to be showing you guys on the channel whenever I get it in. Shout out to Eric Bishop, Bishop Bros Repros. God, I suck at this game. But yeah, as you can see, the cartridge is working, and really that's all that really matters. And I died, so let's check out another game. Up next, we're going to check out probably one of the top 3 Super Game Boy games. This game was amazing when you plug it into the Super Game Boy. What happened to all my save files? Maybe the battery is bad on it. But this is Donkey Kong, also known as Donkey Kong 93. Oh, Donkey Kong, you're such a bad guy. I'm actually interested in the upcoming Mario Odyssey. Depending on when you're watching this video, Mario Odyssey is not out yet. But it has that Donkey Kong style city, Neo Kong City. So I wonder if our little Donkey Kong is going to become a bad boy again. But as you can see, the game looks good. The gameplay is good. The barrels have a nice color to them. Using the default color palette. I don't know if there's a way. I haven't figured out a way to sort of change the colors like you would on a normal Game Boy. But there may very well be a way. And I died. I'm not really playing these games for real, folks. Alright, so let's check out another game. Now we have arguably the best Game Boy fighting game, Killer Instinct. Super fun game. Really good music too. I also am terrible at Killer Instinct. I never really, I don't know, I'm a Street Fighter guy. You guys probably know that, but I don't know, maybe I can do something here. Oh, I threw a fireball. Hadouken! Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, super combos. Awesome. I should have picked games I'm actually, like, good at. Oh my god! I got wrecked. But yes, it looks good on here. There's no, no ghosting or anything like that. So that is a positive thing. I hate ghosting on knockoff systems or even modern systems. Like the 3DS has some bad ghosting on it from time to time. Let me just get around. Ooh, that was nice. We're gonna go for it. No, we're not gonna. Okay, maybe that was a cool little uppercut. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. All right. Well, I lost, but at least we know it works. So let's check out some Game Boy Color games now. Good old Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Now, here's an important thing. You can see how crisp the colors look, and the screen looks really good on these Game Boy Color games. Like, very, very impressive, honestly. Here's a game I'm actually good at. I can actually beat this. But yeah, as you can see, the colors look very crisp, very vibrant, very limited ghosting, no real issues worth mentioning. So yeah, this is definitely very impressive. I think this is a fantastic machine if you have a Game Boy Color collection to play some of these games on, because like I said, it looks damn good. All right, so let's check out our final game, Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. All right, so we have some Legend of Zelda action. Ooh, that looks so good. I need to find my copy of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX to play on this. As you can see, the colors look miraculous, like very crisp, very vibrant. Definitely a solid screen for a, you know, a cheap Chinese system. It's definitely a very, very solid screen. I'm very impressed with the colors. So yeah, there's a plethora of games that I tried out. Everything worked. So let's get into my final thoughts about it. Maybe I'll play a little more Zelda. But yeah, let's get into my final thoughts about the GB Boy Color, or Color. That joke's really ran its course. All right, so let's check out the final thoughts on the GB Boy Color. So what do I think about the GB Boy Color? Well, for 35 bucks or 40 bucks shipped from China, you really can't beat it, honestly. This is a really good system. I really like the screen on it. The D-pad takes a little bit to get used to, but it's pretty good once you're used to it, and the battery life on it seems really good. I'm pretty impressed with this system. It's a good piece of hardware, and although, you know, something like the Super Retro Boy still has my interest since it plays Game Boy Advance games as well, this isn't a bad little system to pick up if you're looking to play your Game Boy games on something that has a front-lit screen. I'm pretty genuinely impressed with this system. Yeah, the packing games could have been much better and maybe not repeating so often, but all in all, for the price I paid for this, I really like it. So definitely check one of these out if you're in the market for a Game Boy. I think it's a really cool and fun system. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you check out other videos on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you really like my face, check out my Patreon page. I'm gonna go mess around with this some more. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.